What up, Talkin Fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to this special episode of Knuckle Up, hosted by myself, Mike Orr, and my man Cedric Benn in the den. And as promised, we have brought him today. We got him in the studio, 16-0, 9 KOs, Mr. Andreas Cortes. Let's get him in here and talk to the man. Let's see what he's all about. Let's hear his story.
There he
Andreas,
is.
What's up, guys? What's up?
How's it going, man? How are you?
Good. How about you guys?
Not bad, not bad. I guess you're just getting off your training. You're a little tired, so we won't keep you too long. We'll roll right into it, man. Tell us your story, man. How'd you get into boxing? What age were you? And what made you start to compete?
Honestly, I've been like a fan of boxing my whole life. I didn't have any family that were previously fighters, other than my brother. But so one day my mom just decided to take us to the boxing gym, just like any other sport, and I kind of just fell in love with it, and it grew on me as a sport, and it gave me like that self-confidence and always kind of kept my mind sharp. So I guess that's why it was such a good thing on my life.
That's excellent.
What age did you actually start to actually tell us everyone tell us about your first sparring experience? How did that feel?
See, like, I've been sparring shoes since I was like, not real sparring, but like I've been putting on the gloves since I was like 4 years old. Like my dad would get friends and just put on the gloves with the other kids. But as far as I can remember, I loved it so much because I would just knock down everybody. I had like this really good overhand, and I would just keep throwing it, and yeah, I mean, it felt really good. So when I actually went to I started going to the gym when I was around like 6, 7. I was always in the gym, but I actually started training when I was like 6 or 7 because my brother was training every day, but I wasn't at age yet. So
okay. And what gave you the confidence to make that transition from amateur to pro? Was it you or your coach that said, you're ready to do this?
Honestly, I never wanted, to go to the Olympics. I never really had that like goal. I never saw myself as like a great amateur fighter. I didn't want to be labeled that. I didn't honestly, I didn't care too much. Like I would do fights with no coaches. I would go to shows, like amateur shows with no coaches, no nothing. I would have people there like ask around to wrap me up, work my corner. I was that kind of guy. So I wasn't like never like I want to make the team, because I beat, Tefimo, all these great guys. I know I could have, but it wasn't. I was more concerned on, I want to turn pro. I want to, take the headgear off. I want to really, knock people out, hurt people.
Yeah, do real business in the ring. What was it like? Who did you first sign with when you turned pro?
So I did my first 3 fights in Mexico, and
Okay.
Mayweather always, since I was training there, because I've been if you guys know Andrew Tabiti, that's like my good childhood friend. Like I've known him.
Very good boxer. I like him. Oh, you guys been friends? Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, I've known him since I was there at his first amateur fight. I was there like his first day in a boxing gym. So I've known him since forever. And he the one who like brought me to the Mayweather gym. He's the one who told me, yeah, you should train here. So I started training there. Then I sparred like Javante Davis. I was getting paid for it.
Nice.
So that's when I got noticed. I was noticed before that, but after I sparred Tank Davis, and we were literally like, neck to neck, and he was knocking out everybody. Well, still is. So when they saw that I was an amateur, and he was already maybe like, I want to say like 14-0. So when they seen that, they that caught like Floyd's attention, and like that's when they got real serious about signing me. And then I did my first 3 fights. I didn't want to wait on nobody, so I did my first 3 fights in Mexico. Then Mayweather one day just said, "Hey, give me your number." And Leonard Ellaby called me, and I went to the office, and we worked out a deal.
That's
Nice,
awesome.
nice.
Are you still a free agent right now? A
Yeah,
promotional free agent?
yeah. So I'm working with Top Rank right now. I don't have nothing long term. It's a really short term with Top Rank right now. It's kind of like um, I have a couple more fights with them, but after that, yeah, I'm so pretty much I'm a free agent. I haven't gotten the promotional deal yet, but I
Right,
do have like fight to fight contract.
right. So what are some of the short term goals that you want to achieve in say like the next 6 months to a year? What's the plan?
Um, Honestly, I'm ready for whatever. I feel like I got a lot to prove, and I want to show everyone that I am the best. So, um, I'm keeping my doors open. I'm willing to fight whoever. I'm even willing to go to 135. Um, you know, I'm ready for whatever. But realistically, I want to get my first 10 rounder. I want to do that. My next fight for sure. Um, I think that should be in April. I do want my first 10 rounder, and get going from there.
Good, good, good. How
We have a
how's
we have a question from one of the guys watching over in England right now. He wants to
Yeah.
know what it was like fighting at the MGM Grand.
It was pretty cool. I fought there twice, so the bubble was a little different, but
right?
the when I fought my first time, it wasn't a lot of people, so I didn't get like that real feeling. But
Yeah.
when I did fight in the Manley Bay under Danny Garcia and Brandon Rios, and I got like that was more of an experience that like I was born and raised in Vegas, so I always, as a kid, probably like I don't know 6, 7. I seen Marquez fight Antonio Barrero. I went to Hopkins fights. I went
Wow.
to like all these. Yeah, so
Wow.
you know, thinking back and then doing it, so it's like walking out doing those ring walks. It's like it's like a great feeling. Like it's like an emotional feeling.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. What do you feel is your like? Take us through one of your favorite best training camps. Like, how was it? Like, a lot of times you'll hear guys, say they, a lot of things happen in training camp, whether it was a small injury or something happened, you couldn't find the right, sparring partners. But which fight do you feel you had like the best training camp? Like everything went smooth, you did all your mouth, and just take us through a little bit of a breakdown on what you did for it.
My best. I mean, I have really bad ones too, but I can tell you both. So my
Okay.
best. Honestly, my best was when I fought Genesis Cervania because I felt like I had a decent performance to fight before, so they were overlooking me. They thought I was gonna
Mhm.
be they thought I was just gonna I was like an opponent. So I kind of that guy was a punch away from beating Oscar Valdez. So
Mm,
he's definitely respected, and
right.
I'm still making my name. So I felt like I had to come to prove something and get knock him out, which I did. So
Oh yeah.
that camp was like I was working out 3 times a day. All my focus was boxing. I didn't have honestly I still don't have any other distractions. It's just boxing, train, eat, when's my next workout. So pretty much that consisted of waking up early, going for my run, and then boxing gym, then strength that night, and
Mhm.
doing that 6 days out the week. um and yeah, obviously some days are different because it's hard for me to find sparring, so
Yeah.
not every day's the same, but I make the best out of my situation. I'm not invested yet to be able to get exactly what I want in my camps, but
Right.
um, I definitely make the best out of it.
Hmm.
Do you find it hard to stay focused in the city of sin?
Honestly, like I said, I was born and raised here, so
The
nothing
novelty's worn
that.
off.
Yeah, I mean, everything I see, like I kind of like already kind of vision. We'll say like if I was to go to the casinos, like I already know what I'm gonna see. It's expected for me. But say to like someone that's not from here, they might think it's crazy, or like the
Yeah.
girls, the women. Me, I'm just kind of already expecting that. So I guess it doesn't throw me off. And I guess I don't really want to, be in that environment because I've already seen it so many times.
Nice. So you kind of have home advantage when you're fighting in Vegas because you're used to it.
Oh,
Right? It
yeah,
doesn't like phase you like other people.
definitely. A lot of fighters, believe it or not, like Keith Thurman, I went to the fights. He actually betted on himself before the fight. Before he
I see
walked
that.
in,
I
yeah,
saw
he was
that.
betting. Yeah, so that's like me, like, I don't think about that. I see the odds, I see the lines, but I'm just like, I can bet any other day, So it's just like I don't care too much. Like I've seen other fighters playing like blackjack, like when before their weigh-ins. Like, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I don't really want that. I don't really care for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard you were working with Tyler Tomlin.
Yeah,
How was
yeah.
that? How was it
It was
getting him ready
good.
for
It
his
was
fight?
Yeah, it was good. It was like a good experience, seeing another city I've never been to, seeing how, you know, his environment is, and, kind of like, I guess, like, going into his world, as far as like
Right.
boxing. And it's definitely different than Vegas, but it was good.
So we know, I know you just, I know, you're 16-0. Obviously, we know, you're ready for anybody, take on anybody.
Yeah.
But is there anybody in specific that you're looking for? Shout out to our boy Carl from the Last Bell boxing show in the UK. There's some great fighters in the UK in that weight class. He's wondering if you're gonna fight anybody over there, or just anybody, just in general. Who do you want?
I mean, like I said, me. I mean, I tell my team, just have whoever's ready. To be honest, I'm willing to fight whoever. Um, Honestly, I want like, obviously I want big names. I want like Andy Vences. I want big names. I don't want to fight the guys I've been fighting. I want solid
Right.
fights. So I'm willing to step up to whoever, but I mean, the question is who's gonna fight me. That's the real question.
Mhm.
That's right. That's right.
Because I'm
That's right.
I'm like I said, I tell my brother that all the time. They ask, "Oh, what do you think about this guy?" And I'm like, in my head, they're all the same because I'm a fighter. That's what we do, is fight. I'm not worried about what they're doing, or who. I said, get them in the ring with me, and that's it.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, I really, and I really mean that. If you hear from like these matchmakers and stuff, like me, I'm
Oh, I might have cut out.
My froze a little bit. Can kind of hear him in the background.
You might have to move over a little bit, champ. You're kind of freezing out. Try to hold the phone steady.
Don't worry, we're fixing it, folks. We'll get him back in a second.
okay.
Oh, there we
I
go.
hear
We
you
can hear him
guys.
now.
Yeah,
There
there
we
you
go.
go.
There we go.
There you go.
So what do you think separates you from every other fighter in your division? What makes you the great athlete you are?
Um, Honestly, I feel like I believe in myself. I believe in my abilities, and I mean, I'm always ready. I think that's another thing. A lot of these guys don't work like me. Um, you know, I make sure I put in 110% always. I make sure I'm mentally prepared as well, just as physically. And I mean, it's easy to say, but when it comes down to it, it got to be that way in this sport. Um,
Mhm.
and I think that's what really separates me. It's not. I don't believe in talent. I believe in hard work. So I mean, yeah.
Makes sense. Go ahead,
Who
Mike.
would you say was your most challenging fight to date in your career?
Mm, I mean, I would have to say, I think, well, Salinas, when I got knocked down. um, But there is a backstory to that fight. I did only have like 3 weeks to train after COVID. Well, in COVID,
Right.
they gave me the opportunity, and I was just like, yeah. So that guy was training for about like he knew about that for like 6 months or something like that, and it was either a do it or don't do it kind of moment. So I was just like, I was really hungry, so I was like, yeah, I was literally just jogging for the previously before the 3 weeks, and then we had like we were working with another guy, and we kind of bumped heads as a coach. We try to add him on to our team, and we started bumping heads. So that I think that added less time of like focused training. So
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like just a really
Did we lose sound? I think we lost sound again. It's unfortunate.
Can't hear you, champ.
Darn. Oh, man. We can't hear him. Can't hear him, champ. It's unfortunate. We're having technical.
You're probably telling a great story right now,
I
too.
know, man. I know. Oh, I know the sound's gone, man. Shit. Shit. Darn.
Uh,
Oh, we lost the sound.
Here with
Well,
future champ Andre Savage Cortes, 16
yeah,
and
man.
undefeated.
9 KOs.
You back now, champ? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I think we can hear him
hello.
now.
Yep,
Yes.
yep. Can you hear us now?
You must have been telling a great story, man. Oh, and we lost the sound. Oh shoot. We're gonna get him right back, guys. Sounds
Sounds
like a
good.
Canadian fight night.
There
Hello.
he
All
is.
right, yeah,
I cut
yeah,
out. I cut out for a second.
It's all good. It's all
yeah.
good.
Sorry.
Just point the camera down just a little bit. Bring it down just a little bit.
There we go. There
There
we
you
go.
go. There you
Perfect.
go. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
You must have been telling a great story when the sound cut. Unfortunately, we
Oh
didn't get to
yeah.
hear it, man.
Yeah. What was the last thing I said?
Oh, we were
You
talking
were
about.
out. We were talking about the Well, first of all, we were talking about your toughest fight. And you mentioned the Salinas fight, which is pretty funny because usually I have my other laptop right beside the one we're on right now, and that's the fight that I have on right now when you're fighting him.
Yeah.
But you still fought. I know you got dropped, but you still came back. Like you came back stronger, as if you didn't
Yeah,
even get
Yeah.
dropped at all. And you
Yeah.
came
So
and that just I tell people all the time. That's one thing. No matter how hard you train, like having heart, like if you get dropped, to be able to come back and still perform as if that didn't happen, that's more than train. That's something that you're born with, that heart. So
yeah.
much respect for that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anyways, you can continue on from there, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, well, back what I was saying. I mean, so I didn't train for that fight. Like I said, it was the COVID times, the bubble times. So I got offered like 3 weeks before that, the two
yeah,
fight, and so it was 3 weeks, and I wasn't in the gym at all. All the gyms were closed, so pretty much I was just running, and looking at it as an opportunity, I took it, and you know, I didn't I didn't perform how I wanted to, but I made the best out of it, and
Yeah, you sure
so
did.
I was told that guy had like 6 months and he was in the gym and all kinds of stuff. After the fight, they had told me, so he was well prepared, and me not being prepared. So is that makes huge difference, And if you see like my body from now to then, my body has also changed a lot.
Mhm.
right. What do you think have been the biggest challenges that you faced so far in your career? What has been the hardest thing?
I mean, honestly, just promotional, like legal stuff. I think that's what
Yeah,
I deal with a lot, and it sucks that the sport of boxing has it, but it really does. So I think I'd be in a whole different position if everybody was just able to fight everybody, and there was no type of you know,
No politic bullshit.
yeah, I think my career would definitely be different, but it's okay. I know when my time will come, everybody will know me. So I think it's just being patient and not letting no one really like take advantage or lead me the wrong way.
Quick question. Watching this little video here of your sparring wars, and see you in the ring here at Mayweather's gym, and like they have to like pull you off of this guy, beating the crap out of this guy.
Oh yeah.
What was the story behind that? Like Mayweather's in there, he's trying to break you guys up and letting you take off this guy's head, and the coach looks like he had to like jump in like Superman to save the guy.
Yeah.
What was the story behind that?
Pretty much like I was working defense with this guy, and that was him the day before, and Mayweather had came in, and I don't know, he felt good, so he kind of like in a way called me out. Well, he did call me out. Like he said, I want to spar him. I want you to watch this, that, and I had like I think he thought he seen all of me, and it was really just defense the day before, and yeah, so that happened, and the guy was a lot bigger.
He thought he was going to take advantage of you, and you just switched it.
And he was big. He was actually a big dude, and I mean, nothing serious, but I mean, that kind of stuff happens all the time in that gym. If you're in that gym, you see that pie, like you see literally that pie, maybe every day, or if not every other day. Yeah, to be honest.
What's at the end of the career? What do you want to be remembered for when you hang up your gloves?
I wanna go down as one of the greats. That's at the end of the day, I just want to leave a mark in the sport, and that's all I care about. It's not even about the money. It's not about jewelry, none of that. I just want to leave a mark in the game, and that's really it. I truly have like a passion for the sport, and I truly love it. So, yep. So go down as a legend.
That's a great answer. That's awesome. When like, do you have any words for like any young kids that are coming up, man? Like any words of wisdom, words of advice?
This is it's a hard sport. But anything is possible. So if this is what you truly decide to do, give it your all, and you will get the results you want. This sport is just a lot of hard work, a lot of discipline. So you got to be disciplined. But that's just life. I think that's just life, though, in anything you do.
Right.
Exactly.
Discipline makes champions.
Yep.
That's true. Any plans on going overseas to look for fights in 2022?
Honestly, it's not really. I wanna fight in Vegas. That's why I've didn't probably like I think out of my 16 fights, I think like I don't know, maybe like 4. I want to say like 13 of them have been in Vegas. So I definitely want to just keep fighting here. I sell a lot of tickets, and I was born and raised here, so I don't think I should be fighting nowhere else. But if the opportunity presented itself, I'd willingly I'd go to Dubai, wherever. But I would love to just stay in Vegas.
Where as far as weight classes, do you plan on staying there or moving up? Like, how old are you now? And just wondering where your plans are as far as weight class. Obviously, I know you're trying to clear out the division before you do anything, but do you feel eventually you're going to be moving up?
If the right fights are presented at 135, like I want Rich at 135. I'm willing to take right now fights at 135. It's not an issue. I walk around like 160, so it's really not an issue. But I do make weight comfortably at 130. So, I don't have an issue struggling. I'm not weak. I'm not dehydrated. So, I mean, that's why I'm at
Roughly,
130. What was that? Sorry.
roughly how long does it take you to drop the weight? Get ready.
I want to say like a month of just like solid nutrition plan. It's not nothing crazy. I just right now I try to keep my weight up to gain more power, and then
Right.
I'll start trimming. I'll start trimming slowly. It's just like I said. It's a lot of discipline, but um, you know, I never feel dehydrated. I've never felt like I haven't been able to perform due to my nutrition. I've been really big on that. So
Mm. Yeah, the nutrition is just as important as the workout and the miles itself. Managing those
sure.
things, especially as you get older, it's a little bit harder. It's hard. It's easier to gain weight and harder to lose it as you get older.
Yep. Yep, definitely. So yeah, even right now, like I don't have a fight date, but I'm definitely like making sure I'm eating clean, and I usually just the week after my fight, that's when I eat whatever I want. But after that, it's back onto the diet and just
Right.
trying to get stronger, trying to improve on what I need for my next fight.
We have a question from one of our viewers. He says, as being Vegas born, you must have seen some stuff. The old fights had stories too. What's the craziest story you can tell us from growing up in Vegas and being part of the boxing team?
Um, I mean, craziest. Um, I'd probably say like I don't know when as far as boxing, maybe when Caleb Plant punched David Benavidez's brother in the gym. I think that's probably the
Oh,
craziest one.
you were
That
there.
was
You were there for that.
no, but I was like literally came in like a little bit late, so I would say that was pretty crazy. I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff in the Mayweather gym. Like
Right.
I've seen I've seen Lee dudes getting beat up in the ring, like the 3-on-3 in the ring, just after a sparring, just start, literally fighting. So I've seen everything. I mean, I can just, if you want to say like name wise, I'd say that was a crazy one because you wouldn't have thought that they were gonna fight, but like
Right.
literally fight in a gym. But I mean, yeah, I mean, in Mayweather's gym, there's like guns getting pulled out, knives, all kinds of stuff. There's always like crazy
Holy
ass stuff.
shit, eh?
Yeah. So it's not like, yeah, it's really not like what you see on TV there. That's it,
Yeah.
it's what really happens every day. So it's not, yeah, you get these
Oh,
guys that think that they can just go in there and you know call these
mm,
shots and stuff, and people back when I was there, I know it's changed a little bit because there's less people, but back when I was there, like um people would really take that personal, like when you would say, oh, I'm the best or something in that gym, like people would
mm,
really take that personal. So
mm.
it just causes for trouble.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I'm going to ask you probably just one last question, maybe two. I know you're very, very busy, you're tired, man, and honestly, I want to say, I appreciate you taking the time out to
Yeah.
come and join us today,
Yeah.
man.
Thank you.
Definitely,
Thank
I'm a big fan of you and your fighting
Thank you.
style. And honestly, man, I hope big things for you in the future are coming. I think 2022 is going to definitely be a good year for you. And do you want to be loved or do you want to be feared by everybody?
Honestly, whatever gets me these big fights, I ain't
Okay.
I feel like honestly, I feel like I'm the bad guy as far as like boxing because I'm avoided. No one wants to fight me. I've been offered, a lot of good names, and a lot of these guys haven't wanted to fight me, so that makes me feel like the bad. I'm kind of like the boogeyman in a way, but I don't think I don't think he's the good guy. So
That's awesome.
Andreas
That's
the
awesome.
Boogeyman Cortez. I like that.
That's
I
it,
like
yo. You
that.
heard it here, man. Andreas, the
yeah,
boogeyman
The
Cortez,
Savage Boogeyman. The
the
Savage
savage
Boogeyman.
boogeyman. That's
yeah,
it. That's it. Love it.
Hey, one
Um,
more thing. We
yeah,
got
man.
on Sundays. Me and Mike also have a show called Knockout of the Week. So we
yeah,
hope to get you. We hope that your next fight or one of your next fights will that highlight of your next knockout will get you back on the
yeah.
show.
Yeah,
Definitely.
man, definitely. And yeah, we're gonna definitely want to get you in before your next fight, or even after your next fight, man. Help promote you in your career, man. Push you through. You know, we're totally behind you here at Talkin' Fight, and you know, we want nothing but the best for you in your career, and we think that 2022 is definitely your breakout year. And I'm thinking big things for you, man. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Seriously, we want to help. We want to help. Well, obviously, you're gonna get to a point where you're up there with with the best of them, but we want to help you get up there. So coming up to your next fight, come on the show. We'll help promote it. After your next knockout, we'll push it too. So we got your
Yeah,
back.
man.
We got your back.
We got you back for sure.
Thank you guys. I appreciate that video. I got it sent from my brother, and I thought it was pretty cool. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
man.
was excited to do this podcast.
Yo, man, we were
Good.
excited to have you. Thank you again for joining us. To all the Talkin' Fight fans, Knuckle Up. Thanks for tuning into this special episode with our man, Mr. Savage, the
Let people
boogeyman, Andreas Cortes, 16-0, 9 KOs. Thank you for joining us again, man. To all the fans, we'll see you next time.
let people know where they can find you. What's your social media and stuff, so
man.
they can say what up.
Instagram Andres Cortes 97 and Facebook just Andres Cortes.
Yo,
Thank
look
you
the man
guys.
up, start following him. And yeah, man, thank you again. Stick
Thank
around.
you.
We'll talk to you in a few minutes. To all the fans watching, we'll see you next time on Knuckle Up. You know what it's about.
Later, guys. Thank you.